Hey guys, it's Amber and welcome to CanHasAmbz. It is going to be my review series and I'm really excited to do this. Today we are reviewing the Yawhg. It's one of my favorite games. Anytime people ask me what one of my favorite games to play is, I say the Yawhg. You probably see me say that I love to play the Yawhg if you follow any of my social media sites, Twitter, AskFM, whatever. So we're going to review it today. I'm really excited to talk about this game. Like I said, it's probably my favorite game right now. It's only $10 and it's worth every penny, and it has a beautiful soundtrack that is also only $4. It's really great. I'll link both of those in the description for you. So this is a multiplayer game. You have 4 characters you can choose from, and you need to pick at least 2 because like I said, it's a multiplayer game, but it is not online multiplayer. So it's like if you want to bring friends over, you want something to do, you're like, hey, let's play the Yawhg. So it's really fun and it's great. But also, for those of you who want to play with your friends who don't live near you, or, just online, you don't want to bring people over, what my friends and I do, we usually, screen share, or someone streams it and controls everything and tells them what to do. You only use one keyboard, you share it. So it's kind of like a board game, but a lot better. So I'm going to pick my 2 characters. I'm picking the blue girl because she's my favorite, and we'll pick this fancy guy because he's super fancy. And let's get started. I'm not going to play through the whole game. The Yawhg will be here in 6 weeks, and no one expects it, not a one of us. We just keep on living our lives week by week unaware. But like I said, I'm not going to play through the whole game. I do have some Let's Plays of it where I have played through the whole game with some friends. Feel free to check those out if you'd like to learn more and see more of the gameplay. But I personally don't want to play through it for this whole review, just in case this is the first time you've seen the Yawhg. I want it to be something new to you and something you can go purchase yourself and not think that you've ruined the game for yourself, because it is fun. A lot of silly things happen. It's great. So we have several different places you can choose to start off with. This is week 1. We have the forest, the arena, alchemy tower, gardens, palace, tavern, hospital, and the slums. And also, you do have stats in this game. If you hold down the left arrow, you can see the stats. Everyone starts off with the same amount, and no one gets any wealth because you have to work for your money here. There are no handouts. So, personally, I like to start off at the palace, and I like to attend the ball. So I'm going to do that. And this game is beautiful. I adore it. I love the artwork in it. There is not a single thing that I have to complain about this game. Okay, so you spend the week attending fancy gatherings. You gain 2 charm and 1 finesse. One day you overhear the jester telling a joke to a group of people. Everyone laughs, but you didn't understand the joke at all. Sorry, well, words don't work sometimes, so bear with me. So, do I ask for an explanation or try to figure out the joke on your own? Well, knowing me, and this does happen to me quite often, I ask for an explanation, so that's what I'm going to do. I approach the jester, asking him what exactly the joke meant. The jester scolds you at length about the dangers of explaining jokes. Something about puppies and them dying when you dissect them. Well, yeah, that's usually what happens when you dissect something. You don't quite understand, but everyone around you starts laughing. Presumably, the jester just made another joke at your expense. You feel humiliated and mocked. Oh, I lose 1 charm! No! I like to be the most charming. That's my thing. I'm the most charming. Okay, so, for little fancy guy over here, I think we will go to... Let's go to the hospital, and he will tend to patients. You spend the week diagnosing and tending to the sick. You gain 2 mind and earn 1 wealth. I'm so on that charm right now. One day, the bloodletting leeches somehow escape from their containers. The leeches start flooding into the hallway. There are people screaming everywhere as leeches slither towards them. Somebody do something, yells one of the doctors. Do we zap them with magic or use yourself as bait? We don't have very much magic, so I guess our best bet is use himself as bait. You start taunting the leeches to lead them back into their containers. The leeches swarm all over you. You are subject to a vicious series of bites before the leeches get bored and take off. You lose 2 physique. The leeches make their way out of the hospital and end up infesting the nearby waterbeds. Well, that's not good at all. They say the last time it came, the Yawhg devoured houses whole, stole lives, tore families and family members apart. That was so very long ago. So, I actually did just kind of talk to a friend about what we thought the Yawhg was. Personally, I like to think it's a storm because, you know, a storm, you can't stop that. That's going to come through and destroy whatever it wants. You can't prevent a storm from happening, you know? A lot of people like to think it's a monster, but I don't know, I like the thought of it being a storm better because you can fight back when it's a monster. You can fight a monster. So, but, okay, so now, let's see, I will go to the gardens just to show you that in the little landscape. You spend the week maintaining the plants in the royal garden. You gain 1 finesse, 1 physique, and earn yourself 1 wealth. One day on your way home from the park, you come across a golden ring in the grass. Do I sell the ring or wear the ring? I think I will wear the ring. Upon placing the ring on your finger, orange glowing markings appear on the outside of the band. The markings unravel themselves from the ring and swirl in front of you. They form into what appears to be a fully armored ghost radiating a beautiful orange light. The ghost turns to you and nods before walking away. The ring looks good on you. You gain 1 charm. Okay. So, as you can see, you go through and you get more stats. What you do in the game, because there are, you know, several weeks that you go through. And at the end, the Yawhg comes, and you'll get to pick what you want to be to try and rebuild and, you know, bring the town back to life. So, you go through and you get stats, and you try to just make yourself prepared for it. So, it's really fun. And let's have this guy go to the arena, and we will have him compete in a fight. You spend the week fighting groups in the arena. You gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. One day, while wandering the halls of the arena, one of the arena spiders approaches you. "Excuse me, sir, I need a sparring partner," he says. "Are you down for a fight or 2? Let's definitely accept his challenge, even though we don't have much physique, but I believe in our fancy guy." "Let's do this!" he screams. He takes a swing at your head. You get punched square in the face. The next thing you know, you're in the arena's infirmary. It appears the punch gave you headache never endus. Symptoms include having a mild headache forever. You lose 1 mind. It was honest in a heartbeat, or so the stories go. The earth shook, the air went still. So, you know, like, it's silly. This game, you can play it as many times as you want. Every time I have played this game, it's always been different for me. Like, the same thing has never happened. So it's a great game, and you know, it's so much fun. I just can't express enough how much I love this game. So we're going to go to the slums, and I will fight crime. You spend the week outsmarting and beating up criminals. You gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 finesse. One day you notice a man drawing water out of a well. Suddenly, leeches begin pouring out of the well and cover the man from head to toe. That's Fancy Guy's fault. They start making their way toward you, too. What do? I don't have much magic, so let's try to lure them back into the well, which isn't really a good idea either, because they can just come back out, but whatever. You start taunting the leeches to lead them back to their containers. With great skill, you manage to avoid the leech's fangs. You lure them all back into the well. Quick thinking. You gain 1 mind. See, that worked out for me. That was great. And let's have this guy go to the tavern. That's one of my favorite places to go, and we will have him drink. You spend the entire week getting wasted. The whole week. Not even the weekend. It's the whole week. And you gain 2 charm and 1 physique. One day, while in the tavern, a heated argument erupts between 2 patrons. Soon enough, fists are flying, and everybody seems to be joining in on the violence. let's break up the fight. Actually, I'll have him join the fight. Yeah, go in there. You jump into the thick of the fight and let loose some pent-up rage on some unsuspecting patrons. You gain 1 physique from all that exertion. And then the world was a howling fury. Chaos. Screaming. The sound of all we knew being pulled in half. So, we are getting, further into the game. And as we get further into the game and the Yawhg gets closer, you'll start noticing around the area that there's like fog and everything coming in. So that's another reason I am led to believe that it is a storm. But let's see. I will go to that's somewhere we haven't gone yet. I want to show you at least everywhere once. So we've done the slums, hospital, taverns, palace, gardens. So we only have the alchemy tower and the forest left to show you, I believe. So I'll go to the forest and I will chop wood. You spend the week cutting down trees for the village. You gain 2 physique and earn yourself 1 law. One day you decide to take a bath in the river. When you get out of the water, you notice so many leeches. Oh my goodness. See, in case you haven't noticed, if you do something like in the beginning of the game, like the leeches for example, it's all throughout the game. Like at any moment, leeches can just show up and ruin everything for you. So that's another fun thing, is because sometimes they're there and sometimes they're not. It's great, you never know what's going to happen, and I love that. So I'm covered in leeches everywhere. Panicking, I quickly pluck them off. And now I feel faint. And I lose 1 physique. This is getting pretty bad for me. This guy is a jerk. He just ruined everything, didn't he? And we will have him brew a potion. He spends the week experimenting with different potion brews. Gains 2 magic and 1 mind. One day you hear cries for help coming from the next room. Running over to investigate, you see the alchemists have accidentally created an ooze monster. How do you dispatch the ooze? I just want this guy to be super tough, so we're gonna punch him. You pummel the ooze until there's nothing but a puddle remains. You gain 2 physique. The acid from the ooze sears your skin. Oh, you lose 1 physique. Alchemists apply cream that heals it, but your hand just doesn't feel the same. When it arrives this time, how will we fare? Will we once more rebuild, move on, be strong, or have we forgotten? See, now you can see the fog is coming in, it's getting closer. So, but like I said, I'm not going to play through the whole game. I do have Let's Plays where you can see the whole gameplay with friends, and you can see how much fun it is. It's really great. I mean, it's just such a great game, and I really feel like it's worth the $10. So definitely check this game out. It's so much fun. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun. I mean, I'm pretty sure it wasn't that much fun watching me play it by myself, but it's definitely great when you have friends and people to play with. And if you end up getting this game and want someone to play with you, I'm always down to play the Yawhg. Don't even hesitate to message me. I will play with you. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.